I am a daddy's girl. I am the only child born to Rebecca Mae Bryant Jordan and Johnny Willie Mathen Jordan on August 15th, 1949. At an early age, my daddy's nickname for me was Bookie, and that had nothing to do with him giving me a little money to go to the community store to play his numbers for Bolita or Cuba. That is another story. He called me Bookie because I love to read everything out loud. Cereal boxes, cans, billboards, driving down the road, the Burma Shave signs on the side of the road. Everything that I could, I read it out loud. Well, I kind of got it honest because Daddy read to me out loud. He first started with the Sunday comics, and he was smart enough to know that Dagwood didn't sound like Snuffy Smith. And he also knew that Daffy Duck had a sound all of his own, and Little Abner had a sound of his own. So I'm sure he was very happy when I learned how to read because he had to play all those characters every Sunday. The other thing Daddy did that I used to like was he would buy the song books. These were little books that had all the lyrics to songs. Songs that they played on the TV show The Hit Parade. So when Hit Parade came on, we would lay on the floor with the song books and sing along. I remember, wake the town and tell the people. I don't remember the rest of the words, but I remember that song. And also a song called The Yellow Rose of Texas. Somehow that was like a marching little song. That was one of the things that me and Daddy had a lot of fun doing. Well, I loved to read so much that people began to give me books. And some of the books that they gave me were comic books. I loved comic books so much I had amassed a library of comic books. And what I did with those comic books, I had a Linden library of comic books. I checked them out to all of the kids in the neighborhood, and when they were late bringing my comic back, I charged them 10 cents because that was the cost for buying another comic book. I loved reading, and I loved my comics, and I loved my books, and I attribute it all to Daddy reading out loud. Now, me and Daddy, that was just a whole different little story, really. We enjoyed a lot of things, and sometimes I pushed the limit. I'm not going to tell you about the time that I wrecked his Pontiac by driving into a tree. That was not good. Or about the time when, let's just say that I wasn't very good at what I was doing and painted the back of our house with pink paint. That made Daddy a little bit upset. But those were the times I pushed the limit. The things I liked about Daddy was knowing how to ask the questions that get you to say yes. For me it was, wait until Daddy sit in his lounge chair, tired from a day's work, and he nods off and begin to snore. That's when you ask your yes question. Daddy, can I go to the store? Yeah. Daddy, do you have $1? Yes. Daddy, can I do this? Daddy, can I go across town? Daddy, can I take the car out? Because he's so sleepy, he doesn't really know what he's answering. He just says yes. Those were my yes stories with Daddy. I will admit, I am a daddy's girl all the way. I'm so much of a daddy's girl that when I search for a husband, I look for Daddy's qualities. He had to be honest, he had to be soft-spoken, he had to be loyal, and he had to be kind. Now, I've raised 3 daughters, and I bet every one of them right now is a daddy's girl. And we owe it all to the way that I was raised. Well, that's my story about daddy's girls. And Daddy was the wind beneath my wings. And whoosh, if I'm lying, I'm flying.